Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Thembi. In today's video, we're going to talk about the effectiveness of fasting and prayer. You know, if you have the hunger and zeal for God, His presence and interference in your life this year, be sure to watch this till the end as I'll be unpacking ways in which to make your fasting effective step by step. Hey guys, welcome back. Let me not waste any of your time and start by defining what fasting is. Fasting and prayer is denying your body of basic needs such as food for spiritual gain and maturity. You can deny your body of other things too, but today we are focusing on the food for the sake of this video. There's a reason why it's called fasting and prayer, because they go hand in hand. The reason most people will find fasting and prayer not as effective, it's because they separate the two. Today we are going to show you steps to follow to make the fast effective, which is simply following the steps correctly and carefully and allow God to do only what He can do. To give you context, let's take a reference from the book of Matthew chapter 17 verse 21, where the disciples failed to heal the young boy. The boy was then brought to Jesus and Jesus cast the spirits out and the boy was instantly healed. They later asked him, why could he not cast the spirits out? Jesus says, this kind can only come out through fasting and prayer, meaning there are situations in your life that will only bow down and surrender once you fast and pray and begin to live the life intended for you and thrive. Step number one, you need to know your why. Your why needs to be clear. Why are you fasting? What are you trusting God for? Have an end goal in mind. What do you want to get out of fasting and prayer? It is advisable to have a book to write these prayer points down. It helps to bring about structure. Some will be led by the Spirit and the Spirit will lay in their hearts or in their spirits what to pray for, so they don't really need to follow step number one. Step number two, plan. Plan your fast beforehand. This will help you go knowing and having prepared your mind. This also helps you to not endure but enjoy fasting and prayer in order for it to be as effective as possible. Plan on deciding your days. You can fast and pray from one day till the 40th day. Jesus fasted and prayed for 40 days and 40 nights, and he knew what was to happen to him beforehand. That's the power of fasting and prayer. Daniel fasted for 21 days to remain undefiled, Paul for 3 days for the work he was ordained for unknowingly, and Esther for 3 days in preparation to stand before the king. Step number three, plan the type of fasting you will take. There are different kinds of fasting you can choose from. I will unpack that in my next video. There's a total fast, absolute fast, partial fast, and Daniel fast. This one is my personal advice. Please be sure to detox, exfoliate, and cleanse your system before your first day of fasting. Your first days are usually the hardest, and the reason is because of the caffeine withdrawal. You will have headaches, dizziness, so cleansing will help you with these symptoms. Do's and don'ts, that's step number three. According to health surveys, your body can go without water for plus minus 3 days. So if you are taking more than 3 days, be sure to drink some water on your 4th day. Not unless you are led by the Spirit to not, then by all means, our God is all-knowing and all-powerful. If you're planning on taking it as long as 40 days, be sure to eat after 40 days, as the body will start scavenging on your flesh as it is in a starvation state. Be careful of the food you break your fast with, otherwise you'll damage your insides. Be on the lookout. I will do a video on that as well. Again, if you are led by the Spirit to go for more than 40 days, by all means. Please also consult your doctor if you have underlying issues. Your doctor may advise or may be able to advise you on which type of fast you can manage. If you are spirit-led, be daring and trust God. Do not confuse the fast we are doing with the intermittent fast, which is quite similar. I think I have explained clearly the type of fasting we do or we are talking about in this video to encourage you while you are motivated to take on this fast. Daniel fasted for 21 days, yet he was told that his prayers were answered in the very first day of his fast. However, there was a huge fight in the spiritual realm. Dark forces were fighting the angels. That was the angel that was coming down with Daniel's answers and rewards. Mark this. Daniel's consistency, sticking to what he said he will do and not to waver, played a huge role in him winning the fight and getting the angel that were in his side to win the battle. On the 21st day, he gets the report that while you were praying, Daniel, this is what was happening. So please be encouraged. No matter how hard it gets, always be reminded that he came that you may have life and that you may have it in abundance. Joel chapter 2 says, don't come to me with your garments, but your hearts. Don't now put on sackcloth and cover yourself with ashes to show everyone that you are fasting. Come to me with your heart. Fasting is to be done in secret. Wash your face when going out. Do not be tempted. Have self-discipline. Be mindful to not go about your day as per normal. Remember, the effectiveness of fasting and prayer is making time for God. You will find yourself losing interest in the things you once loved. Try to cut out TV, social media, meeting with friends, anything that takes up your time just for the period you are fasting, and see if your fasting won't be effective, because you'll be able to hear from God clearly now. Read inspirational books, most importantly the Bible. It's very important. Listen to good music, worship, praise, meditate, pray, do good, lend a helping hand when you can to the needy. Isaiah 58, people came to God complaining, say, why have we fasted and you have not answered or noticed? God says, is this the fast you think I want? They were doing it all wrong. Please go and read Isaiah 58. I know the year just started. People are praying and have resolutions. Please share your experiences down below. If you have not started, I encourage you to. You will be amazed at what God has in store for you. Just try it out, and I am available to assist you every step of the way. Be blessed.